Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are doing my hair. Last time I got my hair done was almost a year ago, so it's quite grown out as you can see. Yeah, so I have all this stuff, so I'm just going to get right on into it. I'm using the Paul Mitchell DPL lightener for bleaching, and for my toner I'm using the PM Shines 9N, which is called Sugar Cookie. So I am in school for this and I am almost completed my hours, so it's not like I don't know what I'm doing, but it's still really scary. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm probably gonna trim up a few inches off my ends, but I may end up chopping it. I'm not sure. It really depends on how I'm feeling. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of do like a montage or voiceover or something. So let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to be using the weave and tease method, which is basically you take a section of hair, you weave it, and then you tease it, which is going to help with the blend, and then we're going to hand paint it. So that's the technique that I'm using. So I'm going to mix my bleach together, get everything kind of all set up, and then we will start the process. So like I said before, I'm using the Paul Mitchell Dual Purpose Lightener, or DPL as we refer to. So this is literally can be used for anything. You do need foils with this. So I was originally going to get a clay lightener. So if you're doing like a balayage on yourself, I would recommend a clay lightener over something like this with foils, because it's just a little bit of a harder application. But I do a lot of people's hair, so this just is what would work best for me and in my situation. But I would really recommend, if you're doing it on yourself and your only purpose is you're buying this for yourself, a clay lightener. I'm going to use the Paul Mitchell 20 volume cream developer. It's safe to go with 20 volume. I wouldn't go anything over 20, especially if you've never really done hair before, because the higher you go in volume, the faster it's going to process. So with that being said, I'm going to be very cautious and watch the back foils. If you're a little bit more experienced, you can use a 30 volume on the front two sections, so that way it can catch up in speed. You're not waiting around, but slow and steady wins the race. You can get to the same place with 20 volume developer than you can with 40 volume developer. You just need to wait. So I did 4 scoops, which equals 2 bowls at Paul Mitchell. And you basically want it to be kind of like that consistency. I want to make sure there's no like lumps or bumps or anything. Like, it should like kind of peak a little bit. the whole back of my head is done. So I'm just going to check the first foil that I did. So as you can see, that's pretty glowing. This side. First foils are done, I'm going to rinse them out. So the way that we do it, which they actually stopped teaching this, but the way that I originally was taught to do this is you just spritz it out with water and work it clean with a towel. So this basically deactivates the lightener so it doesn't keep processing. Because unlike color, when you put lightener on your hair, it just continues to process and lighten and lighten and lighten and lighten and lighten your hair until your hair just melts off. And so you really want to avoid over processing your hair. And we're just going to look at this. Oh, honey, is she blonde? The towel. Now the other thing is when you are bleaching your hair and you go to put the toner on, the level of toner that you're at, so for example, I have a level 9 toner. If my hair doesn't lift to a level 9, the toner is going to have absolutely zero effect on my hair. So as you can see, like the bottom over here is not that blonde. I'm just chopping that off anyways, so I didn't worry about getting the very, very bottom. Okay, so I rinsed all the bleach out, I shampooed my hair, and then I put a bunch of conditioner in, and with a wide tooth comb and my wet brush, I brushed out all of the teasing, and then I just rinsed the conditioner out. Now I'm brushing through my hair again, and then we are going to apply the toner. I really hope that every section lifted to a level 9, because if it didn't, then the toner is not going to do anything. So I mean, it looks okay wet, and from like the front view, I have no idea what the back looks like. Not bad, not too shabby. We'll see once we put the toner on. Like I said, I'm using the Paul Mitchell PM Shines N9 in Sugar Cookie, so I'm just gonna mix that up, and then we will apply it and leave it on for 15 minutes. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes and counting.
Alright, so I'm just going to let this sit for 15 minutes, or well, the remainder of 15 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm just going to like clean up the area, and I'll come back after this is washed out. So yeah. I see some spots that maybe didn't tone, because I think they may be an 8 and not a 9. But you can never judge wet hair, although I'm just a little nervous. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with my scissors and trim this stuff up. So I'm just going to get situated and then I'll come back. Okay, so I have my hair parted. And I like more of a rounded haircut where it's a little shorter in the front, longer in the back. So I'm going to do it this way, which basically means that these back pieces are going to come forward. So they'll end up being longer because they're being over-directed forward. I'm going to take my 6-inch shears. I'm going to kind of split it in half. Take about that much off. Okay. Let's see how it looks in the back. So now, for some face framing, we're going to take a section like this, okay, on both sides. My shears, I'm gonna kind of like twist it out like this. And then my shears are just going to kind of gently work down. And I'm just going to kind of like go in. So now that that's all done, I'm just going to blow dry, and then if I need to, I will point cut or use my texturizing shears. And yeah, once it's dry, you'll be able to see the true color, because again, you can never judge wet hair. So I'm going to dry it and then we'll do the final reveal. Okay, are you guys ready for the final reveal? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Alright, so I'm just gonna talk over my dog's barking. But here it is. You can see it's a little shorter, definitely more blonde. The blending, let's see, could be just a smidge bit better. Ready? Let's make sure this is in frame. There's the back. So definitely not as bad. I mean, for a student doing it on themselves, I don't think it's that bad. So, fail? No. 100% successful? No. But I think Brad Mondo would be proud. Yeah. Alright, so there it is. Also, look at my beautiful bleached shirt. It's all good. Alright, so that was me basically just balayaging my own hair for the first time because of quarantine. And it is now 6:15 at night. I finally finished. I started this, I think, around 1 in the afternoon, so it's been about a 5-hour process. But, you know, it's not that bad, so I'm not gonna die. If anything, it's just the blending. But we're good. We lifted. We're blonde. It's cute. I feel a little bit better about myself. So, all ready to go back to school next week. And looking so cute. Yes, okay. Just gotta get used to it, you know? Just gotta get used to it. And I'm so glad these, like, dead ends were chopped off. But yeah, so that's about it. I don't know how long this video is going to be or how it's even gonna turn out. Yeah, you guys know the drill. Like this video and make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye!